Hello, all my friends, hello. Hello, all my friends, hello. I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ba-do-ba, ba-da-boo, ba-ba-da-ba, ba-da-bow, bow, ba-ba-ba. That's me being silly. Welcome to Tazzy Read Stuff, where me, Tazzy, read stuff. That's what happens. That's what I read. That's me reading stuff without any voices. Guess who's here? Miss Christy's here. Say hello, Miss Christy. Hello. Like this, like a snake charmer handshake. Hello. Did you see what I was saying before? This is me reading a book. What was I saying there?
I don't know. I think people got the gist of that.
This is you.
If anybody's just tuning in, they're wondering what's wrong with our audio.
Something's wrong with my audio. My audio. I gotta start my audio mobile. That's why we need.
Why are you driving a weed whipper?
I have to drive a weed whipper. Well, when I was a weed whipper myself, I was driving a weed whipper. That's what happened. Rob Somerville's Hill. Rob Somerville's Hill. It's like here, but it's over hill. Over hill, over dale, go in search of piece of string. Rob Somerville is here, and as well as the Kirby's, the Kirby family and next door neighbor people are here. Next door neighbor people. It's Albert and probably Barb as well. I know Albert's there because Albert's there, and Yasminka. Hello, Yasminka. Yasminka the little stinker. That's what she is down there. Maybe next door. Did you see what I brought home, Miss Yasminka? Did you see what's in my driveway? The anti-bully machine's home, Miss Christy.
Correct.
Yeah. Needed a wash.
Correct.
It did. It needed a very big wash. And it needs more signatures, little kid signatures. So maybe we'll figure out, once the pandemic is, we're able to do something, maybe we'll have people, we'll have a big block party and people can come and sign the sheet, maybe. Be fun. I bet you that'd be awesome. It's awesome. That's right. And today, I signed to do 2 different gigs.
Hooray!
November 3rd and August, I'm going to Kelowna. I booked my flight for Kelowna. Lots of money, $800 to fly to Kelowna at the end of the month.
Ouch.
The next month. That's lots of money. Oh my goodness gracious. So I'm not going to be coming home with a lot of money, but I'm going to be doing a festival. Tim Nutt, who's been on my show, our shows, is doing a festival. I said I'd do it. You can do it like this too. I'm not really picking my nose. Does it look like my finger came right out my nose like that?
A little bit, yeah.
It's not. I have my finger bent like that. They go, oh, what's going on? Don't do that. I'm just being silly. Cheaper than a flight to Gillam. Yes, it is very much cheaper than a flight to Gillam. by abominable snowman. You know what abominable is? It's when the bull eats a grenade. That's abominable. Do you know what you call it when the grenade goes off? No bull. Yes, I think the flight to Gillam, last time I flew to Gillam was like $1,400 or $1,500. It was. Should we read a book? I'm wearing my.
Oh, you can do your hat, but I can't.
It's because I can control. If you just make it a puppy.
Ah! No puppies.
You would. It's annoying. Silly is funny. Thank you for the last. Well, of course, silly is funny, unless you're trying to get stuff done. Miss Christie's like, you're hilarious. When we first met, she was like, you're hilarious. I love when you do that. And now it's like, Try focusing.
Hashtag truth.
Try focusing. I can't even drive a Ford Focus. Hey, let's read this book. I'm wearing this hat. Why am I wearing this hat, Miss Christie? What kind of books are we reading today?
Are you trying to hide a cat?
In my hat.
Is there a cat under your hat?
Oh.
Whoa, boy.
Uh-oh, head cheese. Ah!
Whole
You know what
circus
you know
under
what,
there.
you know what head cheese is? It's the cheese that's in charge of everything. Head cheese. Why am I wearing this hat, Miss Christie? Okay, she's taking a long time. Let's talk about puppies.
No puppies.
If we had a puppy, we wouldn't need a necktie. That's science.
That's not science. That's not even nothing. That makes so no sense at all.
In my brain, it's important.
Well,
I'm wearing this hat because we're going to read Seuss. You need to keep up. If we were jogging right now, you'd be so far behind. Actually, not really, because if I was jogging with you, I'd still only be this far away. Because I'd be like, tired. Dr. Seuss hat, that's right. And I'm a doctor.
You are not a doctor.
Because I'm wearing this hat.
Oh, no, you are not a doctor.
Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case. And so here's what it is, by the way. If we had a puppy, we would not need a doctor.
You've tried this one before, Tazzy.
Oh.
I think you should circle back to the neckties.
We would not need a psychiatrist.
I think you've tried that one before, too.
No, I would remember that one.
I don't know.
Anyway, puppies make me happy, Miss Christie. Here you go. Marvin K. Mooney, will you please go home? Go now. Or go one. Now. One backwards is now. Now one we go. This is a book by Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss. It's a book club edition, which means if you're in a book club, that's where you go and you bonk a book and you take it with it. So it's a book club.
No.
Or if you're going golfing with it, you get a golf club.
No.
Yes, it's a book club. You don't know.
No, that's not what that is.
That's literature. This is from 1972. No, that's when my sister Miss Missy was born. The time has come. There you go. Now we're gonna read.
Tazzy, you're not done.
What do you mean?
There's a lot more pages there.
How do you know?
Because I have eyes.
There's no I in eyes, Miss Christie.
Correct.
So that's science. The time has come. The time is now.
Might be spelling, not science.
I had this one when I was little. Well, it's harder to have it when you were bigger, because you don't shrink. You must go, and go. Go, I don't care how. You can go by foot, you can go by cow. Marvin K. Mooney, will you please go now? What are you pointing at? I don't understand.
I'm mimicking the book.
Oh, okay.
Except for I'm pointing at you.
Tazzy K. Mooney, will you please go now? You can go on skates and you may go on skis. You can go on a hat, but go, please, go, please. But please go, please.
You'd probably go in a hat because you like hats.
I like hats.
You need to bring it down a little bit, Tazzy.
Oh, yeah, please go,
No.
please.
No.
Oh, please go, please.
Okay, read it the whole rest of the book like that.
I don't care how. You can go by bike. You can go by Zyke bike if you like. If you like, you can go in an old blue shoe. You can go, but please do.
Again, you would choose the shoe because you would like to go in a blue shoe.
I would like to go on a blue shoe.
Mm-hmm.
That's for shoe. That's for shoe right there. I'm just telling you right there. Don't give me the boot, Miss Christie. Because I'll have to be a runner. What? And then I'll be a sneaker because I'll come back in. That's a good... That's it. Oh, you're getting laced. Look on your faces. Marvin K. Mooney. I don't care how. Marvin K. Mooney, will you please go now? That's not... She's still pointing at me. Yep. Nah. You can go on stilts, and you can go by fish. You can go by a chunk, crunk car if you wish. A crunk car.
Oh man, that
would
be
be
cool.
awesome.
Although going by fish would be kind of neat too.
If you wish, you may go by a lion's tail, or stamp yourself and go by mail. Marvin K. Mooney, don't you know the time has come to go, go, go.
We'll put a stamp on your forehead.
Yep.
Bloop, right there.
It's mail. Get on your way, please, Marvin K. You might like going the Zumble in a Zumblezay. Oh, Zumblezay.
Oh, that looks like fun. It's very comfortable. It's got a Barker lounger up there.
Barker lounger?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what a dog sleeps in, a Barker lounger.
It looks like it's ready for a parade.
It does look like you're ready for a plane. You can go by balloon or broomstick. You might like going on a broomstick, right, Miss Christie?
I would totally enjoy
Or
that.
you can go by camel in a bureau drawer. You can go by a bumble boat or a jet. I don't care how you go, just get. Oh, I like the jet.
Yeah. Broomstick is very practical.
It is.
And
for sure.
that is totally me.
Well. Mubby. You can get yourself a gazoom, and you can go with a boom. Marvin, will you please leave this room? I wonder what Marvin did to make this person want him to leave the room.
I don't know.
Maybe he kept asking for a puppy.
Looks like he's enjoying going though. Like
Oh,
he's
for sure.
smiling all the time.
Hello. Marvin K. Mooney, I don't care how. Marvin K. Mooney, will you please go now?
Well, that looks pretty. Like they're all smiling, so this is a happy thing, I think.
That's pretty good.
You know.
The birds are smiling. I said go, and go, and I meant. I said go, and go, I meant. The time had come, so Marvin went. There you go. The book. I want to know why the hand was mad at Marvin. You must go, Marvin K. Mooney.
Sometimes it's just time to leave.
Okay.
It could have been, but not for you, Tazzy.
Oh, I
You
thought
still
you
have
said-
to finish your show.
I'm done my show.
Well, no, you've only committed 14 minutes.
Yay, Yaz says she wants a Zumblezay, please. Well, I'll Zumblezay. A Zumblezay is what you say. Let's take a look at the Zumblezay for another day. Zumblezay. Where's the Zumblezay? Oh,
Here,
there
you
it is.
talk to. Oh, you found it.
Zumblezay.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I'm with Yaz. Yeah.
If I want it, it's like a dream. It's like an elephantasy. Welcome to Elephantasy Island. Oh, that was more an elephant fart than a thing. I didn't know. Let's read this book now. And to think you saw it on Mulberry Street. There's a part in here we're going to have to skip because so some of these Dr. Seuss books were written quite a long time ago. Like I believe this book was probably written originally in the I think it was in the 40s. Am I correct? 1937. Originally 1937. A lot of the terminology and things was quite a bit different. Like we read "Go to the Zoo," and there was some phrases in there and pictures that offended different people of different races, different backgrounds, and things like that. So when I showed it, I just covered those pictures up because I have the original books. But I don't think they need to get rid of the book. I think they just need to update some of the pictures and a couple of words. And there's one in here. I don't remember what it is, but I'll remember, and we will either gloss over it or I'll talk about it. See how it goes. When I leave home and I walk to school, Dad always says to me, "Margot, keep your eyelids up, and you see what you can see." But when I tell him what I've seen when I tell him where I've been and what I think I've seen, he looks at me and sternly says, "Your eyesight's much too keen. Stop telling out such outlandish tales. Stop turning minnows into whales. Now, what can I say when I get home today?" So don't turn minnows into whales. It's just like embellishing things. Like Miss Christie the other day said, "I told you 3 million times to stop exaggerating." I said, "I don't think it's 3 million times, Miss Christie."
Actually,
showed me.
I've been counting. It has been 3 million
Oh, for
times.
sure. Like when you said, you're being unreasonable. And I said, you tell me 997 times that I've been unreasonable. And then you got to 1,200 and I went, okay, got it. All the long way to school and all the way back. I've looked and I've kept careful track, but I've noticed, that let's try that again. But all that I've noticed, except my own feet, was a horse and a wagon on Mulberry Street. They used to deliver lots of stuff by horse and wagon back then.
They did.
1937 is 84 years ago.
It's a long time.
It is, yeah.
Your milk and your eggs.
Yeah, milk and egg. I remember the milkman coming to our house, and there was used to be a little door. They put the milk in, and you'd leave your empties there. That was pretty cool. But nothing to tell of, and that won't do, of course. Just a broken down wagon drawn by a horse. No, that can't be my story. That's only the start. I'll say a zebra was pulling the cart, and that is the story no one can beat. And I'll say that I saw it on Mulberry Street.
That would be unusual.
That's a zebra.
The question is, would it be believable?
Yeah, maybe. Well, first of all, it's a yellow zebra, so that's kind of a... Well, yes, a zebra is fine, but I think it's a shame. It's such a marvel of beast with a cart that's so tame. So the story would be much rather better to hear if I said the driver were a charioteer, and a blue and gold chariot was something to meet, rolling like thunder down Mulberry Street.
That would be something to meet. Very unusual.
No, that won't do it all. A zebra. A zebra's much too small. A reindeer. A reindeer is better. He's fast and he's fleet. And he'd look mighty smart on old Mulberry Street.
It's a big reindeer.
It's a massive reindeer. Hold on a minute. There's something wrong. A reindeer hates the way it feels when it's pulling a thing that runs on wheels. He'd be much happier instead if he could be pulling a fancy old sled.
It's kind of what he's designed to do, right?
Yeah.
He's in training for a certain fella who likes to wear a lot of red. It's a big white beard.
Me. A reindeer and sleigh. Say anyone could think of that. Jack or Fred or Joe or Nat. Say even Jane could think of that. But it wasn't too late to make one little change. A sleigh and an elephant. No, that's something strange. I'll pick up the plenty of power and size. I'll pick one with plenty of power and size. A blue one with plenty of fun in his eyes. And then, just to give him a little more tone, I'll have a Raja with rubies pierced high on the throne. And say, that makes a story that no one can beat. And I'll say I saw it here on Mulberry Street. But now, I don't know, it just doesn't seem right. I mean, an elephant pulling a thing that's so light would whip it around in the air like a kite, but he'd look simply grand if it were a big brass band.
I'd show up to see that.
Yeah. I saw a blue elephant once. You know what I did? I gave him a hug. I said, everything's going to be okay.
That was nice.
That's my tummy. A band that's so good should have someone hear it, but it's going so fast it's hard to keep near it. I'll put on a trailer, and I know they don't mind, if a man sits and listens and it's hitched on behind. And now, is it fair? Is it fair that I've done? I bet those wagons weigh more than a ton. That's really too heavy. Then a load for one beast. I'll give him some helpers. He'll need two at least.
Well, couple giraffe on each side.
Yeah.
That's a good plan.
Well, you know what? Because of the way the wind is coming, if they put one on each side, they're drafting. There's a joke only 4 people are going to get. Did you get it?
Yeah.
5 people. High five. Good job. But now what worries me is this. Mulberry Street runs into Bliss. Unless there's something that I can fix it up, there's going to be an awful traffic mix-up.
It's a good name for a street. Bliss.
Bliss? Oh, yeah, for sure. One time I went to a garage sale, and they said, well, do you want to come back and pick this stuff up later? I said, what's your address on it? And she goes, it's a pretty easy one. It's 123 Easy Street. Well, that's pretty good. Where are you living? I live on Easy Street. It takes police to do the trick, to guide them through the traffic stick. It takes the police to do the trick. They'll never crash now. They'll race at top speed with Sergeant Mulhavey himself in the lead. Sergeant Mulhavey himself in the lead.
I think
so,
it
yeah,
does need a police escort.
Police escort, that's right.
Yeah.
The mayor is there, and he thinks it's all grand, and then he raises his hat, and they dash by the stand. The mayor is there, and the aldermen too, and waving big banners of red, white, and blue. And this is the story, and no one can beat. I'll say that I saw it on Mulberry Street.
It just gets more and more fantastic all the time.
I'm in the middle of that word. Fantastic. With a roar of its motor, an airplane appears and dumps out confetti. Well, everyone cheers. And then what makes the story really not bad, it still could be better. I suppose that I add.
Is this how you write jokes for the stage? Is you kind
A little make it, yeah.
Yeah.
A magician who likes doing tricks, a 10-foot beard that needs a comb, and no time for more. I'm almost home.
Wow, that is. Look at that beard. Woo. Yeah,
10 feet?
you got a ways to go.
Okay, I'm not going to shave my beard for 10 feet. I swung round the corner and dashed through the gate. I ran up the steps, and I felt simply great, for I had a story that no one could beat, and to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street. But Dad said quite calmly, just draw up your stool and tell me the sights on the way home from school. There was so much to tell, I just couldn't begin. Dad looked at me sharply and pulled at his chin. He frowned at me sternly from there on his seat. Was there nothing to look at? No people so great? Did nothing excite you or make your heart beat? Nothing, I said, growing red as a beet. Just a plain old horse and wagon on Mulberry Street.
Sometimes you gotta keep it simple.
That's it. That's why Miss Christie married me.
Well,
I mean, I'm simple.
I would never tie the word simple to Tazzy. Ever. Not even a little bit.
Anyway, Miss Christie's views do not reflect those of anybody in the human race besides herself there and everybody else that's met me. So there you go. There you go. A couple of books for you to enjoy your end your day and enjoy your evening on. How's that? I quite like reading to you, and I am glad that you and feel very blessed when you tune in. Thank you very much. We are not getting as many people because it is summertime. So if you miss one of these, please pop over to YouTube and look up Tazzy Reads. And that's it. There's a whole bunch of them. There's probably 30. Probably
Least.
300 or so.
At least.
Miss Christie takes the time. She records them on this phone right there. You can't see it because it's... I'll show you. It's that phone. Can you... Oh, no, it can't. It's attached. Whoop. There we go. I'll have to put it back where it was. Right now, everybody's like... Ugh. So she does it on that phone right there. I guess I could show you another time. It's just a phone. It looks like a phone. It looks like this, but completely different. Let's ask Siri for a joke. Hey, Siri, tell me a joke. Oh. to turn the phone on first. Hang on. Hey Siri, tell us a joke.
Why did the belt go to jail? It held up a pair of pants.
That's a good dad joke right there. Siri, tell me a dad joke.
I told my dad I would call him on Father's Day. Okay, he said, but most people just call me Harry.
Maybe he's close to an ape. He's very hairy. There you go. Hey, so have some fun. Be silly. Be silly when you want to make people laugh. And please, what is somebody reading here? Writing. Oh, be silly. Be silly. It's okay to be silly. But sometimes you have to be serious because you can be serious and silly. And sometimes I'm silly when it's serious because I get all mixed up with my emotions. Because sometimes when I get anxious, I get silly. And the more anxious I get, the sillier I get. Right,
I
Miss
can
Christy?
confirm this.
She can confirm. Oh, let's going to shut that off. We feel blessed to be part of this too. Excellent. Thank you very much, Albert and Yasminka and Barb. Thanks, Taz and Miss Christy and everybody. LOL. Oh, that's awesome. Good night, Taz and Miss Christy and ABK. That's right. Justin knows ABK. Always be kind. Always be kind. Try to always be kind. And I say try because sometimes when we want to be kind, but somebody's not being kind to us, our words work faster than our heart does, and our brain looks at it and go, oh, did I just push that person? Or was I that mean to that person? So if that happens, you just have to apologize and say, I'm sorry, and try to remember next time to think a little bit further into your thoughts, because sometimes I don't do that either. And we don't say, because nobody's perfect. What do we say? What do we say? Yasminka, do you remember what we say? In all that you say and all that you do, you never have to be perfect. You've just got to be you. So you go be you, Miss Christy will be Miss Christy, and I will be me, and Miss Christy will be frustrated. Sometimes you get frustrated with me, don't you? Don't you? Like when I say stuff over and over again? Do you get it? Do you get frustrated?
Occasionally.
Often? Occasionally?
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally means pretty much often. That's science.
It's not science.
There might be science.
I don't think so.
Might be science fiction.
Well, I would agree with the fiction part.
That's right. Or when you get upset with me, it's science fiction. Anyways. Good night, all my friends, good night. Good night, all my friends, good night. May your dreams be cheery and your dreams be bright. Good night, all my friends, good night. Sleep tight, all my friends, sleep tight. Sleep tight, all my friends, sleep tight. May your dreams feel so silly. Until the morning light. Good night, all my friends, good night. Lots of love from Miss Christy and I. Nope.
Tazzy W. Norris, it's time to go.
What? What? You're right. We must go. We must go. We must go. We have to go get some puppy. We have to go get some puppies. Hundreds of puppies, 9,000 puppies. We're gonna go get 9,000 puppies.
Time for you to go.
We're gonna go get puppies, I bet.
No puppies.
You don't want 9,000 puppies?
Correct. I do not want 9,000 puppies.
Just 3 then. Bye.